I decided to give the Noctua Redux a try. I've heard really good things about them, and it's really a lot more affordable than some of Noctua's other fans. So I'm really excited to see how much noise it makes, and really if this is gonna improve the overall noise of the build here. Noctua has a lot of different models of fans. This is the Noctua Redux. This is a 120mm fan, and say they're like top of the line model fan, which is like a $30 fan, which is a really good fan, but I mean, realistically, even if you wanted to put like 4 fans in your case, that's gonna get really expensive. That's over $100. So with these Noctua fans, which are about $10 to $13, depending on the size you get for the Redux, these are gonna be a lot better. On this side of the case, there's 4 screws, so I remove those, and that's really the only thing holding the fan in place. The fan's ready to come out. It's only held in with its power cord now, which can just be unplugged. You always want to be careful reaching into any of the electronics. It's always a good idea to touch the cage. The whole frame of the computer, this is ground, so if you have any electronical charge built up, you touch the frame of it, it'll ground yourself, and then you'd be safe to touch any of the components. I'm gonna blow all the dust out of this before I put the new fan in. And that's a lot cleaner in there. I'm gonna do a little bit of cable management on the inside because it's pretty rough, and you can see we've got the Batman logo there because I named this one Batman. I've got things a little bit more organized. It's not perfect, but it'll do. First, I'll bolt this in place. Plug it back in where I took the old one out. This cable is the perfect length that I can wrap it around the fan, and it still has enough slack to stay in. The new fan also doesn't have this big, bulky power hub on it. Take this back upstairs, plug it in, and see how it sounds. Now I want to mention that that sound is not the new Noctua fan that I just put in. That's actually the fan in the power supply, and actually if I... Oh man, there's so many fan sounds. A wire just went and hit the fan right here, which isn't a big deal. As I was doing some cable management, I forgot to move the cable off the front of this fan. So that's what that sound was. But the Noctua fan is significantly making everything quieter. I know it doesn't sound like it is, but before that blue fan would have quite a sound. Now all I have left to really quiet is the power supply, and you can hear whenever it's not vibrating, the whole system is pretty quiet. For around $10, I'm really happy with this Noctua fan. These are supposed to be built really well, so I'm hoping it'll last and stay quiet for a long time. Next, I'll probably need to tackle this power supply fan.